It's been a while, but we are back, and we're going to start off with a homemade paneer recipe. So you can see the chili paneer here. We put that recipe out a couple of weeks ago, but how we're going to actually make the paneer itself. So we're going to take 4 pints or 2 litres of milk, pour it into a pan, and what we're going to do is we're going to slowly bring this to the boil. What we want to do here is we don't want it to burn to the bottom of the pan, so we're going to take our time with this. It took me about 20-30 minutes to do this. The more milk you do, the longer it's going to take. And as you can see, once it starts to boil, it's going to start bubbling up. Just give it a stir, turn the heat off at this point. We do not want it to cause a mess and bubble over. So when we get to this point, let's say turn the heat off. This is just bringing the milk up to the temperature we need, and then we're going to add in some lemon juice. So what we're doing here is it's about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I would start with 2 and then add in as you need. The more you add in, you might start to get a bit of a lemon flavour with that as well. And then we can stir it. You can already see some of the curds starting to form. And you can see it's separating from the whey. Homemade paneer is honestly such an easy recipe. It's very simple to do, very relatively quick, although you've got to leave it to sort of solidify overnight. But this is the point where we want to be after you've boiled the paneer. We got boiled milk. It's not paneer at this point. You can see just separating everything, just making sure that everything is the whey is. It's almost clear. It's a bit translucent. And then we're going to get a colander with a big bowl underneath. We're going to get rid of most of the liquid at this point. I find it easy doing it like this. We're just going to take a cheesecloth that has been doubled over, and look at that, nice big hole in the middle. Then we're going to take the pan and carefully pour it into the cheesecloth. Look at that. Try not to make a mess. See all the curds going through there. I'm pretty sure this is the same recipe as what you'd make cottage cheese with, but I've never actually tried making cottage cheese like this. I'm a fond fan of paneer, so I'll continue to make that. I'll leave cottage cheese to the professionals. And you can see that's all the way there at the bottom. To be honest, I'm just going to discard this at this point, but I'm sure some people will do random things with it and keep it for later use. You see, we pour out the liquid out of the bottom. You don't want that. We don't want it to be sitting in that overnight in the fridge. So yeah, we're going to leave the colander, and what we're going to do is we're just going to try and squeeze some of it out. Just bear in mind this is very hot at this point, so you don't want to burn yourself. You see, just twisting it around, twisting and pushing, just pushing out a bit more of that liquid. But most of the work is going to be done overnight here. This is where I think a big colander, a larger colander, is probably quite worthwhile. And then what I like to do is you can obviously get a tofu press or a paneer press, but let's just keep things simple. Just use a plate, and then what we're going to do is I'm going to put in some jars filled with water. Again, this is just going to add a little bit of weight. It's going to push the paneer down. It's going to press a lot of that liquid out, and we're going to leave this overnight. The longer you leave it, the sort of firmer it's going to get. I recently did one for about 2 days, and it was fine. You can see some of the chili oil in there from previous videos. So when we're ready, day after, I'm going to start unpackaging the Christmas present. You can see it's formed quite a firm shape at this point. Just discard. See, there's not much liquid left at that point. We've already kind of got rid of most of it in the start. I'm going to get rid of the cheesecloth, take it out. And then you've got a good chunk of paneer there. Honestly, it's just so much better than store-bought stuff. It's just got like a sort of sweety, nutty flavour to it. that you just don't really get with the stuff in the shop. So that much milk is going to give us about 321 grams of paneer, and we're just going to chop that up into little chunks as well. You can see it's got a little bit of a texture to it. This is ideal. It holds together. You don't want it to be crumbling apart when you're cooking with it. And then we've already kind of done this before, but I'm going to show you a quick recipe. I'll put the link to the full recipe, but just a quick sort of chili paneer and how we can use this. I like making palak paneer as well. That's a good one. I'll do a recipe for that in the coming weeks. I don't know why I cut it like this and left those two random bits at the side, but here we go. Still learning. Little snack for me. And then just for the chili paneer, so we're going to put the paneer in a pot. We're going to add some cornstarch. Again, the recipe for this is on the other video, so I'll put the link. You can get the full recipe for that. But while we're here, I'm going to put it in the pot, shake it up, just get everything covered in the cornstarch. Ready to go. And then just heat a little bit of oil in the pan. Good chunk. What we're going to try and do here is just basically brown off the outsides. Give it a crispy outside with a soft, fluffy centre. Takes a little bit of time, this, getting all the bits in. We don't want to get any sort of excess cornstarch in there and starting to burn. So we're just going to get it in, keep moving it around. You can see the nice golden crust on the outside. And then chopping up some pepper, onion, garlic, getting it all in there. Just start to sort of fry this off, add in the sauce. And then once we sort of add the paneer to that, once it's heated up a little bit, sauce has got a little bit of sugar in it. It's going to start to firm up, become a little bit soft, not solid, but it's going to coat the vegetables, coat the paneer quite well. And it gives you that sort of sweet, sticky sauce that you come to expect with chili paneer. Just stir it all in, add the paneer back in. Honestly, you've got to try this. Homemade paneer is going to make this better, and it's perfect for a nice Saturday meal, worth doing on a weekend, just because the paneer is going to take a little while. If you like that recipe, like and subscribe the video, or head over to My Kitchen Spices for more fantastic recipes.